second down now. First. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Number 45.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
On third down, Hines. And this is going to be a Colts first down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
That's good for a Colts. First and 10 at the 40.
Throwing on first down. Man. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. A.J. Epinesa able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On third down, it's Hines. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. They'll run for it with Hines. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And they give this time to the tailback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Off the bootleg. Man, out to his left. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line. That's the end of the first quarter.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Here's Hines. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the run there. It'll be 2nd and 13. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll try and run it. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you have something about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
On second down, Hurst, and he takes it in for a Colts score. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense, and they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game where the emotion, guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Off the bootleg, Keenan. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns first down.
Operating from the gun. Keenan. And quickly finding Rager. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down now, it's Underwood.
The ball carried by.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Keenan. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Third. The pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
But this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own.
The Colts set to take over here offensively. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
opponents were covered that they end up running themselves out of time. Make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble. frustrating for the offense. Sometimes you have to get the play call in a little bit quicker.
Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. From the gun, man forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a first down on 3rd and long. And somehow, he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
Yeah, if you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle it and get him on the ground short of the first down marker.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
45-yard line. 8 yards.
2nd and 2.
brings up 2nd and 2.
Off play action. Man. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back, and it's caught inside the 30. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin out in Houston. And that one tied 14 apiece in the second quarter. Next, we'll head over to check on the Giants at home at MetLife Stadium. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Lions. The Giants played well a week ago. They're doing it again as they try to run their mark to 2-0. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And that game level as they take on the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Let's take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it.
A 7-yard pick.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he is tackled inside the 49, right to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
10 at the 36-yard line.
Off the bootleg. Man, they'll roll him out right. Got a man. It's Tanyan complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain. I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
He's taken down. A.J. Epinesa able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. On third down, man. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Lutz puts this one through. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Browns, nothing.
So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, Keenan quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. Back now here on EA Sports. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns are back within a score. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. My high school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly. Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for a 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and establish themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well.
At the 34-yard line.
On 1st down, man. fires incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
To throw on 3rd down. Man, escaping the pressure right. Look at this. They get the turnover. He needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Throwing on 1st down. Keenan. Looking sideline, incomplete. Well, let's see, he was 8 of 13 prior to that pass, now 8 of 14, Charles.
Yeah, that's not horrible, but he's been under a ton of pressure throughout this game, not able to stay on his spot. You know, quarterbacks talk about that all the time, being able to get to one place, set up and throw. When they make you move a little bit, oftentimes your accuracy suffers.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And 10 yards.
On 3rd down, Keenan. And that will be incomplete as well.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll fire deep for Rager. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. Well, they've got the slim deficit, decided to go for it, hoping to keep the football score and erase that deficit. But, boy, deep in their own territory like that.
Let's just say that with that call, me and the head coach will agree to disagree. All right, but he knew he wanted to be aggressive there, as you pointed out. So I guarantee he told his defensive coordinator, have your guys up and ready. I'm going to go for it here. If we don't get it, just make sure they're ready to go out there and bail us out.
And he'll wind up picking up about 4, as that is going to bring us to a 2-minute warning.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
You said $2,000. I got ginger and high five on the bag. Hello? Hello?
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, it's Hines. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll keep it on the ground. Hurst. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11.
For the running back.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 6. Moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Now a give right side. Hines. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some... And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Touchdown, Colts.
Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
And so they run it in on the 2-point try. And so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. On 1st and 10, Keenan. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Clock rolling here, about to hit 30 seconds. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Keenan looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Browns' 1st down.
On 1st down, Keenan, he's going to let it fly. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. To throw again. Keenan. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked off at the 13. And he's going to go down, and his time has now run out on this game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the one touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Indianapolis, they at least get the win here to earn a split.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Houston Texans taking on the Indianapolis Colts.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. It's been a great start to the season. Back-to-back wins to begin the campaign.
Yeah, you don't want to get too excited. There's still a lot of season to go. But they've come out playing good fundamental football, and that might carry them a long way.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Colts, they, too, were winners last time out. So something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Throwing on first down. Man, oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing again. Man. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. To throw on second down. Man. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Operating from the gun. Man, he'll buy some time right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line.
A loss of a yard.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Throw.
today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out comes Deshaun Watson, ready to captain the ship here for this Houston offense.
His game last week reminded me of the old song, accentuate the positive, because that's about all he did, right?
Yeah.
3 touchdown passes, over 300 yards in the air, receivers happy.
And they got the win.
Got the win. If you're a running back that likes to catch passes, they're happy as well. Big-time game.
Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Watson. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Third and long. It's Watson. Left side, it's and he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And this will be a Texans first down as good running gets him to about the 44. He's had his eyes on 7,000 career rushing yards, and with that last effort, he has hit that mark. What a career.
And that is the number to focus in on, because oftentimes we talk about where do they rank all time. We're not there yet. He's not knocking on the top 10 or the top 20, but over 7,000 yards in a career, fantastic.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On second down now, it's Carson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Thrown to the sideline and incomplete.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. So now the Colts backed up to start their initial drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who'll be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown.
I'm so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before.
They've got his man complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. On first down, it's Hines. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Tim Settle, the Virginia Tech Hokie, in there on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to small up the ball carrier.
Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's Colts football as we jump into the action in the first quarter of play. Second and 10. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Second down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup.
To throw on third down. Man, blitz coming, and down he goes. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looking to throw. Man, dancing to his left. And that is going to be incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you focus just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
The numbers on the ground for Carson last week, 13 carries, 70 yards.
They've won 2 straight games, and they've done it with the running game as the focal point of their offense. So in this contest, I don't think about doing anything else. I continue to ride the hot hand that I've established and lead with the runners.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 22-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Watson looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that ball to Auden Tate, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, here's Watson. Flushed out right. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defense in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
Never catch a ball like that. That shit crazy.
Stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And a give this time to the tailback. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Now the Colts moving quickly here in the hurry-up offense.
1st down, Colts.
Hello. I'm in the house. Everything. I'm in the house, everything.
Right back to him on 1st down. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Off the play fake. Man. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. In a double cut. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Man, flush to his right. He may try and run for this. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
On third down, the defense decided to blitz. A very good job of recognizing it, stepping away from the pressure, and finding open space to scramble and pick up a first down.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Off play action. Man, rolling to it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But I believe the Colts were able to fall on this when they were. And so possession will remain with Indy. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Off the play fake. Man. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, third down.
Let's hear it, Texans fans, because it's third down.
Off play action. Man. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
1st and goal, Indianapolis.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Man. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Robert Tonyan. Incomplete.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Pass caught at the 4. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash. And this one just a chippy. Oh, this ball hangs out to the right. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we've reached, and we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this week 3 matchup. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that.
No, bottled up fumble.
Second year, we're in the first year. If I can never repeat, it's always a sophomore genius. Crazy part about it was, I think I won the Super Bowl my second year with my rookie quarterback for the first time. I won it the third year. Nah, this was my 4th year. I want to see what I gave up on my quarterback.
Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. It's the Colts in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the third quarter. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
They'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It goes as a gain of 8 and moves the chains. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
44-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw.
Man, why y'all not blocking nobody, bro?
Rashawn Garrett.
It seems like this whole season, dog. It's a lot. Spectacular game. No, never catch the ball. First round pick. Try this one more time. This game is simulating. Sorry. I wouldn't do that though. Just don't even play the plays, call them. I like to do that, just call the plays. Just let the offense run. Really be a coach.
Today, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 3 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Take it in at the 3. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Indy set to go on offense once more. On the game's first play, second down.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third down.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Third and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Gain of 12. First down, Colts.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Now a handoff here to his running back. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
Off the bootleg. Man, sliding out of the pocket. He may try and run for this. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And now he's going to use his legs. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Hines, and down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Flag comes out, and that's because the offense did not get the play off in time.
And you can see the head coach, he is not happy. Everyone getting away from him right now because he's frustrated that they didn't get the ball snapped in time.
Back to throw. Man steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Man. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th.
Remains tied, 0-0.
That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. On 1st down, it's Carson, and able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Five yards from the end zone, 1st and goal. Here's Watson. This is caught. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run with Carson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Chris Carson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
The ball carried.
The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
Carried by the wide receiver. Rashawn Gary on the tackle.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run for it. And he's got room. And all the way down to the 12. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. That's sort of a prime example, is it not, of selling out defensively on 4th and short?
It certainly is, because what you're doing defensively is saying you're going to stop them right there at the line of scrimmage or make a play on the other side of the line of scrimmage. Instead, they get just enough of a hole chopped, and you're thin on the 2nd and 3rd levels, then you become a chaser instead of a tackler.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Now the play clock hits 0 here, and we're going to get a delay.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun. Man, they'll roll him out right. And he slings one that's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man, and a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
It's a gain of 11.
Looking to throw. Man, eluding the press. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's their quarterback. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards.
Will Lutz sets to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
He was defending.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
It's caught left side by Cooks. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down.
On third down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the first down line. And they were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Man, now he's going to throw deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Taken in the end zone. And the half will begin with a touchback. Houston set to take over. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Taco Charlton drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
He ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen guy so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking a sack.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. Back to throw. Man. He'll run it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. On third down, it's Hines. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Nyheim Hines, his second touchdown on the season. And the Colts have taken the lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Watson, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And out across midfield down to the 45. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Trey Hendrickson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to go down again. But DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for this sack. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
Now he's right there on the doorstep now. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Brings up third down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
That's a 14-yard line.
On 1st and 10. Man, at carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on 1st down. Hines. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. From the gun, man. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Man. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Rolling to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain. That one looks like he'll throw here. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. Welcome back, everyone, to NRG Stadium in Houston. We're set for a good finish. We pick up the action in the final 2 minutes of the game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And they'll indeed take a knee. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. They've come all this way, 97 yards on the drive. And they will take a knee here. A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. Man steps away. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard.
Watson and the Texans now down by 2 touchdowns. A little under 50 seconds to go. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson, complete. Jefferson the target. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 43.
He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now, because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just the week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it,